We are live with Satisfactory. Just checking the volume. Music seems good. Game was a little quiet, but otherwise we seem good. How is everybody? I see Lena and Ray and Korthal and Oki Sooner. Oh my gosh, the party is all here. So, having some fun with Timberborn last night. Too much fun. I wanted to finish off that save that I had started. It was almost done, and I just kind of didn't want to like have to play like 2 hours more, and then 2 hours turned into like 6 hours. Anyway, I ended up going like 12 hours with that thing. About 20 hours total on that first playthrough. In a lot of ways, I'm not done with it, but in my mind, I'm done. I've sort of beaten the water management part of it. The rest just feels kind of grindy to me to get the actual like final monument or whatever. And so I think I'm going to start another one. I think I'm going to go the same guys, right? Folktales again, and try hard mode. Probably on the same map. So basically, kind of everything the same, but see if I can beat hard mode. Trying to beat your update, Unreal Engine. Hey, Korthal, did you update to the patch that came out on 9/30? On September 30th, the NVIDIA patch? May have celebrated the Sooners win a little bit too much. Oh, Oki. Well, we have a drunk Oki with us tonight. So the latest patch for Ashes, I had to upgrade to the NVIDIA patch from September 30th. Because there was way too much stuttering happening until I did so. But yeah, so in general, let me chat a little bit kind of about schedules just before we get started here. So I'm still playing Ashes of Creation. I was doing a PvP scrimmage today, and there were some other events happening today. I couldn't really make a lot of them, but the game, from a streaming perspective, there's not a ton of endgame content right now. It's mostly gear grinding with sporadic pieces of PvP, but when we stream, there's not a lot of, for the first couple hours of my stream, it's not too bad. But as we get into like the middle part of what I would usually be my time for streaming, there's not a lot of other players in the guild that are online right at that time. Most of them are on earlier. And so I end up doing a lot of solo things, which I find fun, right? There's gear grinding. I have a lot of, gathering and crafting to do. I've been leveling up some crafting or really processing professions, and my gathering are both at master. So I've been doing a lot of that, but I just am not sure that's really great streaming content. And there's so many other games that I want to play. So I think for now, we are expecting a lot of, or at least some more end game content to come out in November, and we may or may not have a fresh server, so we may be starting over from level 0 in November. Maybe not, I don't know. There's nothing official there yet, but I think it's a possibility. I'm still going to be playing Ashes. I just won't be streaming it very much, if at all. And so my general plan is to get through some of these games that I've really been wanting to play, while putting some more time in Satisfactory. So right now, what my plan is, and this is subject to change, if there's some big event in Ashes, I might stream that. If I start Expedition 33 and I'm like, oh my god, I have to finish it, right? Maybe we do that. But in general, what I'm going to try to do is the Tuesday, Wednesday streams are going to be a different game or a new game, and then the Friday and Saturday streams I'm going to try to do Satisfactory. So that's the general plan. Right now I'm playing Timberborn. I think I'm going to play one more save. Maybe if I die, well, I'll say it like this. I'll probably play Timberborn until I can beat it in hard mode. And I really enjoyed that map that I was on, so I probably will keep the same map. I know that there's a lot of replayability with games like Timberborn. I will probably not fully explore that. I may need to go on to another game or before I can play all the maps and beat the game with the Iron Teeth, the other beavers. And then I may come back to it later. I do want to get to Schedule 1 when apparently there's a Halloween update coming. I think that sounds fun. So maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll be playing Schedule 1. After that, in November, Shapes 2 / The Crust. And then or maybe back to Ashes. Maybe back to Ashes if they do a fresh start. I'll go back to streaming the leveling process, maybe. And then in December, probably Expedition 33. So where's Minnie? I have a little announcement for Minikin. So she got into honor choir. She practiced. She worked really, really hard. It is something that is difficult for her. Many things in Minikin's life comes relatively easily to her. This was not. This was very difficult for her. It took a lot of work. She did a good job, and she got into basically the state honor choir. So it's not easy to do. Not easy at all. The sort of higher end, kind of like elite choir at our high school that she is not even in. She didn't make it in. A bunch of them, she was the only person from our school to audition, and that wasn't in that higher level choir, and she got in, and about half of them didn't. So yes, she worked hard for it, and I'm not very happy she didn't get in. She deserved to be into that higher level choir as a sophomore. Yeah, we'll just say it at that. I wasn't very happy, and this shows it. Right after about 10 people auditioned, 9 of them are in that choir that my daughter didn't get into, and only 4 of them, including my daughter, got accepted into this state choir. It's not really a state choir, but like competition. Anyway, I digress. Ranting a little bit, it might have been problematic. They did an Ashes patch which seemed to have fixed the stuttering. It was grim, but it seems to be much better. Korthal, the second that I upgraded my NVIDIA drivers to the one that came out on the 30th of September, all the stuttering went away even before that new Ashes crash. So I don't know. I know you said you updated it, but I'm just double checking. Make sure you do a clean install and get that 930 game ready driver in, because it really helped me a lot. And I don't know if it'll fix your Unreal Engine crashes, but you know, it may affect it. Yeah, I'll tell her congratulations. Okie Intercept 5 Construction memberships, Edge Dweller, Ian, Mike from Indy, and Shifty Eye Shady, and Kyle. You hit Edge and Ian, you did. That was a good 5 memberships there, Okie. And by the way, thank you for the gifted memberships. All right, enough chit chat. Well, what are we talking about? The chit chat's just starting. I'm just drinking my Red Bull as we get started today. All right, it's been 2 weeks since I played this. I couldn't play last Saturday. I was on a business trip, so we're in it now, though. I think what we need to do is we're working on the last tower. You did a full clean install. The performance seems great right now, but you're not in the settlement. Yeah. Well, we also, in the scrim today, the PvP scrim and Ashes, we had some little bit of weirdness. There was something really weird going on with a snow mound. Some of us could see it, some of us couldn't. That was a little bit strange. And then I had one really bad stutter that killed me. But other than that, it seemed relatively smooth. We were doing, it was like 15 versus 15. So not a huge fight, but 30 people all blasting their skills. You know, like I said, a little bit of stuttering here and there. Actually, it wasn't stuttering, it was like a rubber band. And we were very far away from a server worker, like on purpose, right? So it wasn't like we were crossing server boundaries or something. But anyway, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad today. Just a couple little things. Hey, Amaramonk, how's it going on Twitch? Yeah, I'm looking forward to some more patches out for Ashes. I'm looking forward to what comes out in November. We should have sport fishing and some other kind of end game events, PvE/PvP events in Ashes. No beavers? Beavers will be back on Tuesday. I actually have an itch to play beavers right now. I do. But I've made promises, and it's been 2 weeks since we played Satisfactory, and I do want to keep this going. I do want to keep, you know, this playthrough going, although I'm having fun playing other games. Okay. The Red Bull is down. All right. What the hell were we doing? Actually, I actually remember. I did a quick little review of the VOD to kind of prep out for tonight. We have 3 out of 4 towers. Look like this. All right. Each tower takes about 2 streams to get into this position. Okay, the first stream of the 2 is designing the blueprints and kind of and then getting them in place and doing kind of all the little bits and bobs that need to happen to kind of make it look clean, and connecting in these lines, these bus lines, all of that in the first stream to complete one of these buildings. In the second stream is these this center elevator, these catwalks all the way up, lots of little things that need doing. There's some work here that needs to happen. right? And then a bunch of work up top to kind of enclose in the particle accelerators that are on the roof. That kind of work, as well as this down here. Here, let's fix these. That's on the second night, or the second stream, to kind of get these buildings where they need to be. We have done 3 out of 4. Tonight we do the first stream on the last tower. Okay, and so tonight we need to design the blueprints that go into the empty building. Right, this one is the purple building, the first of 2 purple buildings. We need to do the second purple building and the 4th total, because the 2 teal ones are done. And then all of these towers will have all of their machines in and their buses set, and much of the interior cosmetics complete. After that, okay, so we have tonight's stream, and then the next Satisfactory stream, which I hope will be next Friday, right? Because remember, 2 streams per tower. So after that, we start connecting. There's a lot of belts that need connection, okay? A lot, right? There's all of these belts, right? We have the start of them. We have the bus line for the column is in, but none of the connections are made between them. We also have to use these skyway bridges. All of this belt connection. Right, and there's a lot. There's going to be a lot, and we got to figure out, like, okay, well, this column makes concrete, and half of the concrete that comes out of here goes into that column over there, but the other half goes into a column that's in the other purple tower. How do we get it there? Okay, well, we get it there by running it up one of these lines and running it all the way around. We have to figure that stuff out, and so. That's gonna be it's a big piece of the job, right? So that'll be probably a week from tonight, right? So again, two streams to finish off the last purple tower. That's my hope, and then we'll start on kind of connecting this all together. Then we do have to source materials. Okay, so if we look, all of these need the train stations to be put in, right? So we got to put in all these train stations to get the raw materials in, and then we have to go out in the world, gather them up, and get them sent over to the pyramid, where we kind of get them all organized. So there's still a big chunk of work to do on this tower. Now, that's all the bad news. The good news is that these 4 towers also produce probably, or contain probably 2/3 of the machines that we need to complete phase 5, the phase 5 space elevator parts, right? So we're using all of these parts that we're making in these 4 towers. We will be shipping them over and using them as part of our phase 5 space elevator factory, right? So this is a lot of work, and there's a lot of pieces to this. But at the same time, the value to this is very high, because not only will this progress our phase 4, but it is a huge component in progressing our phase 5 and beating the game. Okay, so, and you know, we are basically building almost like 5 factories all at the same time, right? We have 4 here, and then we're gonna have a 5th one on the other side of the overpass there. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot to do. I know this is slow, especially since, I mean, let's be honest, I have no problems saying this out loud. I've gotten burnt out in Satisfactory. I don't feel like excited to log in. Now, it's a lot better than it was 3 months ago, you know, before I started playing Ashes, right? I've gotten a nice break. I feel like I'm a little bit like kind of flat on it. I don't have a huge amount of excitement to log in, but I'm also not dreading it. So that's it's a step in the right direction. I just, in my mind, I've already built these factories. These factories are built, they exist in my head, and so I know that you guys can't see them, right? And so you guys don't feel the same way that I do about them. But like I said, in my mind, I've already built them. I can already see it working. I can see that the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm already, because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, I feel like I'm already there, right? And so actually doing it feels a little daunting. I mean, look how empty this tower is, right? So, but I enjoy, you know, the stream, right? And so that's a good thing. So yeah, we never actually even set our beginning pieces here. So we're gonna need to do that. Also tonight, I might be slightly tired. I may have stayed up too late last night playing with beavers. Sorry. You know? Sometimes it's just really hard to say no to a beaver. It's not the first time a beaver's gotten me in trouble, and it won't be the last. I think those are our 5 spots. Let's go and make sure that I remember where our positions are here. Pretty much on center on that last one. Let's go see if we can't make that work. All right, so which one do we need? right to me. And rotate it correctly. Backwards. I think that works. Okay, nice. All right, so here's the start. These are the first set, kind of our base. This provides the space for the trucks to drive underneath it. So yeah, that's the starting point. All right. I don't think I set my... Yeah, I didn't. I've got a bunch of... I knew I forgot something. Where is the tabs I need? It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Well. I must have lost a set of tabs. Kind of rebuilding this one real quick. Okay. All right, here's our boy. You drinking anything tonight? I thought about it. Ooh, hold on one second. But I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I'm worried that if I start drinking whiskey, I might fall asleep on the channel. I might fall asleep on the stream tonight anyway. So I thought it might be better to refrain tonight. But apparently Okie Sooner has already started. Okay. So we're designing blueprints tonight. That's the main goal. If we can get all of the remaining blueprints designed, I will consider that a win. All right? The green ones are done, and we have the non-green ones to do. Concrete, steel pipe, steel ingots, heavy modular frames, circuit boards, stators, and adaptive control units. Now, I've also got the listing here. This is purple 2. This is what we're working on. This is the order in which they go by column. So in game, column A is on the left. Right, this is column A, B, C, D, and E. Sorry. So I think we can just start. How about we do, what's the easiest one? Stators or circuit boards? Stators are probably the easiest. Let's do stators first as a little warm-up here. Okay? So an assembler, 2 constructors, and 2 smelters. That's all we gotta do. Get them set up, get them rocking. And we already have sort of these laid out. So let's go take a look at it. And they should be over here. Of course, it's the farthest one away. All right. All right, 3 assemblers on top. It's 3, 3, and 3, yeah? It is. Did I already set these? I did, so I'm gonna copy these. .67 per minute. it's 12 per minute, right? Yeah. So this needs 60 quick wire. This is 60 quick wire. In order to make the 60 quick wire, we need 12 Caterium ingots. So here we type in 12 Caterium ingots, and it's 80%. Copy, copy. Okay, you're making a buttload of motors, so you get your rocket fuel. Nice. All right, here's our boy. All right. P2. This is stators. Stators, blueprint for Phase 4 Space Elevator Part Factory. Now, we did discuss me making these presets for a blueprint last time. I'm interested in maybe trying that today. Maybe we should do that first. Actually, no, let's clean this up. Okay. Gingy78 rated you with a party of 10. Welcome. What were you playing? Satisfactory. Nice. I am also, as you can see, playing Satisfactory. We're invading your factory floor. Community server crew is ready to watch your tower rise to new heights. Yeah. Well, I'm putting together a blueprint right now. We need to design, I don't know how many of these. Thank you guys for the follows. Gingy, love Xterra, appreciate it. We need to design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blueprints tonight and place them. And each blueprint we design actually has 2 pieces, the main blueprint and the bus that attaches to the front, or that lines up to the front of it, so that we can bust them together better. What we're doing is we're building these 4 towers out right here. 3 of these have already have their stuff put in. We're working on this one, the last of the 4, to get their guts put in. So let's take a look just real quick, because we just got a bunch of new viewers from the raid, which I appreciate that raid very much. This is what we're looking for in the teal towers. Have something similar, but this is what we're looking for in the purple tower, the other purple tower that we're working on, right? But they have different blueprints, so we've got to design them, and that's actually what I'm working on right now. This one is here. Let's see what this one does for reference. Is this the cooling systems? Yeah, so this is the cooling systems blueprint. That makes the cooling systems for this factory, and it's got 2 pieces. Usually the final item is constructed on the top floor, and then the bottom floor makes whatever constituent parts we need to within the blueprint, and then we connect it all with this bus line blueprint, which also needs to be made. And so what we're working on right now is actually the stators blueprint, but you know, the goal is to get them all lined up in those columns, just like the one that we just saw as an example. So there you go. There's the quick and dirty on what we're doing and how we're doing it. Okay. These 3 are good. Let's get the power in. Right. And okay, nice. Gingy, you're gonna raid and run. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for the raid, and thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. This is awesome. I've seen a lot of your YouTube videos. Great. Nice. Yeah, some of the shorts probably. Again, thank you very much for the raid. Let me give you a quick shout out. Here we go. All right. So top floor power is in. Something like this, maybe. Yep. Oh, that's off. That's great. I don't know how I missed both of those. like this. Okay, nice. That looks good. If you remember, I'm just notching these down so that we have room for that blueprint that I made. Basically a trim that goes at the front edge here of the music. Yeah. So the music is White Bat Audio. It's on YouTube for free, and he allows. He has no copyright on it, and so it's really great to use for streaming. I like it a lot. Let's make sure we're not missing any pieces here. Steel pipe come in, and Kateria more, and stators go out. So easy peasy. This is our warm-up one. Right. Merger. All right. Save this bad boy. Oh, we need to do power down here. I don't like that it's in the light. Does that hang down? Ooh, nice. That's a nice one. Okay. That is not going to work. That'll work. All right, that looks good. Hey, Bad Cal. Bad Call, what's the status of Kin Towers? Okay, so 3 are done. I'm working on the 4th. They're not actually done because they all need to be, interconnected, and there's still some work to do logistics-wise in there. But in terms of designing the blueprints, placing the blueprints, and doing the interior cosmetics, that is what is included when I say done, as well as fixing the flooring, ready for the trucks and stuff. We did a lot of work last stream on not just the towers themselves, but I did a bunch of work out here. All of this work here on the decals, on the paint, making sure that all of this kind of lines up out here, that kind of a thing. So a lot of that stuff got worked on, in addition to what's happening inside the towers themselves. But a quick reminder that this is done, right? And this is the one we're working on. Getting mats is going to be rough. Yeah, it's going to be at least 2 streams just to get the materials together for these towers. This is really the last big project. The phase 5 building is only going to be one building. It's going to be Nakatomi Towers from not Nakatomi Tower. That's Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard. It's going to be Arasaka Tower from Cyberpunk. it's going to be significantly smaller. Let's take a look at the two designs. Mike on YouTube, city looks awesome. It's barely recognizable. Satisfactory. Thank you. So this is the one we're doing now. It's a huge project. Like it's in a lot of ways. This is actually, it's not even in a lot of ways. This is the biggest, toughest, most complicated project that I will be doing in this save. Is these 4 towers interconnected easily? It's not even close. And you can see with all the connections here, and it's just to make these phase 4 space elevator parts. 10 per minute, 4 per minute, 4 per minute, 2.5 per minute. That's it. 20 items per minute takes this. It's massive. So again, that's the bad news. The good news is those 4 parts immediately get used as component pieces for the phase 5 space elevator parts, and we will truck them over there so that we don't have to redo this work, right? This is almost like the first step of a 2-step large factory. And then because these phase 4 space elevator parts are component pieces of the phase 5 space elevator parts, we'll be essentially two-thirds of the way done on phase 5 before we even pop over, before we even hit it. We'll already be a huge chunk done. So if you look at the overview on this one, I mean, look at the mats that it needs, right? That's 4,000, 5,000, 10,000, 12, 17,000 mats per minute ish, right? And 927 machines. But if you go to the phase 5 space elevator parts, we only need an additional 4, 5, 6 or 7,000 mats per minute, right? So it's literally half the size in mats per minute, and only 374 units compared to the 927. So again, between 1/3 and 1/2 of the size. So the entire, and by the way, that's not just the phase 5 space elevator parts. That's only these 4. Actually, that's only these 3. The rest of this, time crystals, fixite, superposition oscillators, dark matter crystals, singularity cells, same fluctuators, right? Some power shards. Most of this is non-space elevator parts. So not only is it the phase 5 space elevator parts, it is all of phase 5. All of phase 5 is less than 50% of the factory that just phase 4 space elevator parts is. And it's because we're using those phase 4 space elevator parts as component pieces. See, look, I don't have to make 5 magnetic field generators in the next factory because I'm making them in this factory, and we're going to ship them over and put them in. Phase 5 machines are a lot of fun. Yep, that's going to be in the final tower of the playthrough. So all of this empty spot needs to be filled. Now, I said I was gonna try to make this as a component piece. Let's turn it around. Okay. This is going to be splitter moving up. All right. Let's see if this works. Up, split. Bus line. Test. The real Steve the Beast raised you with a party of 2 viewers. Welcome, real Steve the Beast and friend. I'm glad we know that it's the real Steve the Beast. No fakers allowed. All right, we're gonna see how this works. Great. Okay. Very fast. Yeah, I'm sad that I didn't do this earlier. It's that good. Okay. Let's... We need to test them in practice. So let's not finalize the blueprint. But now I need to make a new one. Hold on, I gotta make a little adjustment here. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I figured since I had to pause the stream for a second, might as well use the restroom, so. Let me just get set back up. Now, I've actually thought of something that we're going to need to think about here in a second. This is up split. That was up split. This is down merge. How'd you do it in the force perspective make that splitter look huge? Yeah. Well, you know, with the towers that I'm working with, they look much smaller, so. Okay. Okay. That's what I wanted. Welcome to the stream, Gursoy. All right, that should be down merge. Now, these definitely need to be splitters. These are up splitters, though, meaning that the material comes from below and goes up and then splits to go in and then continues up. I want to make sure that we actually don't need them to be down splitters. They definitely have to be splitters, but really what matters is where is that coming from. This one for sure is an up splitter, because this going into here, Caterium ore. The Caterium ore is coming from the subway system of the city, which is down below. So the source is going up. These are steel pipes. Now let's see where our steel pipes are going to be actually made. Looks like here. So next door, we're in column A for the stators. Column B, right next door, is going to be making the steel pipe. So did the steel pipe come down and then go back up? I think yes. So therefore, the source is going to be down and going to be heading up. So this is correct. I know you've been playing other games, and I'm glad for you having a good time elsewhere, but there's something special about what you build in Satisfactory, and I'm always glad to see you come back. Well, I'm glad. I've essentially put in here. Let's look. Why make up numbers when we could just almost 2,700 hours in Satisfactory, right? And I had maybe 300 when I started streaming. Okay. Puts it at what, 2,400? So 2,400 hours in 2 years and June, July, August, September, 4 months. 2 years and 4 months. And basically no other games, right? I think I did the crust for like 20 hours or something. Not 20, right? I did some crust. I did do some Factorio time. I did. The Crust has 70 hours. Factorio has 340. Okay, that's a decent amount, right? And then the only other thing I did Shapes 2 for 40 hours, right? So that's pretty much it, right? That's pretty much it. Timberborn, I've got 20 hours in, right? So that's basically it, right? 2,400 hours in Satisfactory, and then a total of like 500 hours in other things. So point is, I am glad you guys enjoy it, but I do need a break from time to time. I don't have an easy way of looking at my Ashes of Creation time because it's not a Steam game, but I put in a good amount of time in the last 6 weeks in that as well. You beat me. I have about 2,400 hours, but it's over a longer period of time. I started in Update 3. Nice. Yeah, I tend to attack a game. I do this with music too. I hear a song that really that I enjoy, or there's something about it that I like, and I put it on repeat until I get tired of it. And I do that with my games too, right? Like right now, in a vacuum, I would be playing Timberborn. Well, if I could choose anything, I'd probably be playing Ashes, but with more content. Need a little bit more time for that game to cook. I'm really hoping that the November update brings with it some content that I can stream regularly. But I'm looking forward. I have an itch to scratch a beaver. I mean, I have an itch to play a game involving beavers. Anyway, if I could choose, I'd probably be playing that game. However, it's good. I want to keep this thing going. It's not that I hate Satisfactory or anything. I just am kind of more excited to do other things. That's all, right? Yeah. And by the way, the break that I have taken has helped tremendously. Okay, so we've decided that these two are good, totally fine, good to go. Let's get our new one in. Down merge. So, Mr. Aped, if we do a fresh start server in November with Summoner, out of the 3 big things coming in November, 4 kind of, right? 2 I would say are sub pieces of each other, but let's call it 4 big things coming in November. JBod Music is most excited for Summoner, and he may play with us in Ashes. But I am more excited for the other 3 because I actually won't be playing Summoner. I always and will forever play a tank. But there is a rumor that we're going to get Gamer wants beaver. Yeah. See, that's a beaver. Is this the part where you get eaten by spiders? Oh, in Satisfactory? No, I'm pretty far away from any spiders, luckily. But yeah, out of the 4 parts, we have Summoner coming. We have an overhaul to all ships in the game, including a bunch of new ships. And you'll be able to, like right now, you just build a ship. And there's no difference in quality, right? There's just one. It's very basic, and you just use 100 white oak wood, and you can't upgrade it at all. What we're gonna get is like you can upgrade this. You can get really, really nice fabric and have faster sails. You can get a better chassis, or not chassis, but hull, and using the very best wood in the game, and have a shit ton of hit points, right? And so and we're gonna have multiple kinds of ships. Some ships are gonna be better for moving packs. Some ships are gonna be better for just general traveling or pirating. Some ships, and this is the next piece, are for fishing. So we're gonna have open sea fishing, right? Ocean fishing, sport fishing, and the rewards will be very good. But more importantly, the rewards for stealing the fish that others have fished will be also very good, and I'm very much looking forward to fishing. Let's see, fishing for pre-caught fish, we'll say. aggressive fishing. So that's coming, and then so those are the three pieces. There's a 3 out of 4 summoner overhaul on the naval system in general, and deep sea sport fishing. Almost said fort fishing. Deep sea sport fishing, and then the fourth I have high hopes for, but I doubt that the initial version that we get to play with is gonna have all the features that we really want. It is an endgame PvE PvP crossover type of event, and it'll have it's like a server-wide event. Basically, our land will get invaded, and we have to work together to fight it off. If we don't, it'll just get worse and worse and worse and worse, and it'll choke our cities, and we won't be able to move around the map. And we've got to work together to complete the objectives to kick out this invasion of world bosses, basically. And there's a bunch of stuff, and it'll be in an open world it'll be in an open PvP. So while we're fighting the invaders that are world bosses, there may be other players that would rather watch the world burn and fight us. So I'm hoping that is gonna turn out as good as it sounds. So we'll have to see, because streaming that as an endgame mechanic, I think would be a lot better than kind of my current options for streaming the game. So we'll see. Okay, so we need to test this, make sure that all of this works. So we're going to save and save. And what do we need? We need ore, Mechaterium ore, and pipes. You've got a big spider cave near your base that's got a SAM node. Oh yeah, under the arch, you're in the grassy fields. Yeah, I like a monk, I have transcended spiders. I've transcended the world. I am above it all. Nobody can touch me. Not any spiders, anyway. But yes, to answer your other question, there wasn't a question, and you didn't actually ask. I don't have a problem there. I am 41, married, and I have 5 kids. So don't have to worry too much about that. Ooh, we left, looks like we left some pieces over here. kind of a mess. All right. Testing time. All right, so we should have these connections there. They look linked. It's good. Well, shoot. I forgot to hook these up. All right, well, that's why we're testing power-wise. Ethereum ore. There we go. And there come the stators. All right, everything looks good. I just want to kind of test. These connections look fine. Better if we tested it though. I just don't have a lot of space here. Any more vertical space? Let's take this outside. Okay. Looks good. Oh my god. He's popping a wheelie. This is my stop. Alright, I want to fix our power issue real quick. And then we'll set up another test. I should have a bunch of Caterium ore in my inventory. I have some. I have enough to test. So let's fix this and then we'll go from there. Okie Sooner's back. Why did you need to calm down? Are you excited for your win, or? Okay. There's other stuff, but you're good? All right, well, that's good to hear. All right, that should be good. Need some open space. Some elbow room. Can you guys hear that siren? Saturday night fun. I want two. Right. Just want to make sure that these connections all work. There we go. Let's do. All right, you get to be those, and you get to be those. Up, we need power. All right, those connections seem good. I just want to see some stators come flowing through. There's some stators for the bottom one. There they go. Okay. All the connections look good. Okay. Another successful test. Eyes are bothering me again. That's what I get for having eyes. All right, we're good. Let's place these bad boys. Let's get one column in. I took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Okay, how many of these bad boys do we need? 6 of them. One. Come on. 2. 3. 4. Who are we missing? Case Industrial. Might have something to do with all the signs. What do you guys think? First time chat, checkmate. Hey man, hello. All right, we've only got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll wait for our dimensional depot to finish putting in some more of those industrial beams before we build the 6th one. Checkmate, just want to tell you you're doing great. Don't stop doing your thing and never give up on my dreams. I won't. I can tell you right now though, my dream is to close my eyes. My dream is to actually dream right now. No, I just have these I don't know why sometimes during my streams I get, well, we've got the window open because it's nice and cool outside, so that helps. But yeah, alright. My dream right now is to rest my eyes and dream myself. I did stay up way too late last night trying to finish that Beaver playthrough. I'm gonna head out and get some sleep soon. Have a great night. Yeah, I will. Usually what happens, I'm kind of struggling a little bit for a little while, and then I kind of get my second wind. Okay, not a lot to connect. Let's go ahead and connect it up. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and saying hi, man. I appreciate it. All right. Very nice. What's next? Steel pipe and concrete, you say? Those go together. The concrete on top. Meaning that we're gonna need a down splitter. To take the concrete and distribute it in. How much concrete are we making here? What are we talking? Yeah, 1286. And then we're gonna need 777 of it, which is perfect. Look at that. Almost 780 left over. Jam everything into one belt. Use the molded steel pipe recipe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I will. I'm not sure that I will use the molded steel pipe recipe. You know, it's only been here for 3 months. That's why it's there, though, to make use of the concrete for sure. So, pipes first, in concrete, then 780 of that concrete gets put into the pipes. So the pipe attachment has to be a down splitter rather than an up splitter. Yeah, well, there's no changing this factory at this point. Even if I hadn't been using molded steel pipe, I can't go changing really anything in this factory because it has a trickle-down effect to other parts of the factory, most of which I already have accounted for and have built blueprints for, and so it's just not worth it to change. Just trying to think and make sure that I'm not missing anything. So limestone and rubber are going to have to come up. We're going to need to include those. We're going to need to include limestone and rubber going up, and then two concretes coming, an extra concrete coming down in the blueprint for the steel pipes. I think that works. Adapt and change? No. It's not adapt and change. You would be essentially telling me to start over on the entire project about doing that. Adapt to change. Okay, I'll just redo 200 hours of work. That sounds great. No, we're locked in. This is the factory. You can't just start willy-nilly changing things because, I mean, look how interconnected this all is. If I change anything, you know, it means I need less concrete, more iron plates, or whatever the case may be, right? I'm not doing that. It doesn't matter that it's twice the produce for half the cost and time. I don't care. What matters is that, you know, there was a reason that I put it in here in the first place. And at this point, even if there's a mistake, it's too late to change now. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because we're already using the molded steel pipe recipe. All right, this looks good. All right, let's now start the iron pipe. And if I remember correctly, the iron pipe is no slouch. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're gonna have 12 buildings in there. Lots of material coming in. Because we're not just making steel pipes, we're making extra steel ingots as well. Mostly it's the steel pipes. Bunch of foundries. All right, let's go see what we've knocked out as a starter. Oh, passed it. You get a lot of pipe for a bunch of things. It's true, I've already planned it. You're saying these things as if, yeah. I need 1,300. That's what we're trying to build. 5 different things. You know, they're component pieces to a bunch of other things. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so these are copies. Need an extra 80 steel ingots out of this, which is 20 per. There's some mistakes here. What is that divided by 7? Call 186. divided by 4. $46.27. Wish you were on chat eating chips right now? Yeah, I don't. I had to mute Okie Sooner several times while we've been playing Ashes of Creation because he opens bags of chips and crunches them in the microphone. I don't know what's worse, the constant like struggle that I mean, why does it take you so long to open the bag of chips, Okie? I mean, I didn't notice when we met and hung out and had lunch that you were missing both your freaking thumbs. It's the noisiest chip bag I've ever heard in my life. Horrifying. The 80 extra ingots. So 20 more per. So no, 20 more. Yeah, steel ingots. Yeah, okay. So 46.27. Needs to be 66.27. That's not gonna work. Has to be overclocked. Rant incoming. No, I'm okay. So we have to do a little overclocking here. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to tackle this. I'm worried that I actually have a bigger problem here. I haven't decided. Here's my problem. I just got on a roll here. I want to keep going on this and get this done. But at the same time, having a little bit of a problem concentrating on this. And I don't feel like I am on my game today. I'm just to be honest with you, I stayed up too late last night playing Timberborn. And I've got people coming over to my house. I wanted to try to get to 4 hours tonight, but I'm running into a problem here. A problem that really shouldn't be that hard. Let me try one more time. Let me see if I can solve this. I really just need a 5th foundry. I don't like this layout. Hate this layout. What if we go three foundries at 50 and then one at 35.1. I don't like this setup that I don't like it. All right, let's crack this out. We can do this. Clear all this out of here. I think the 4 foundries making steel pipe go up here. And then that leaves let's see if we can fit the other ones first. Something like this, maybe. Thank you for the follow, a bomb the cat. I appreciate it. There's plenty of room to work. I could send up all of the ingots up in one belt And then I could do an overflow. Okay. This is gonna use up some power shards, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. Why don't we do... Then you're 35. What are you? We need, so we have 150. So we need 35 points. You're gonna put the chips away. I hope you hope I'm happy. Let me let you in a little secret, Okie Sooner. I'm never happy. Like the Hulk. That's my secret. Never happy. My family has several jokes. I've always been that way. Like even in, you know, like as a teenager, there's a bunch of jokes like instead of happy birthday, it's slightly less dissatisfied day. I'm slightly less dissatisfied. Okay. Are these 1-to-1? They are. So we need plus 80. This plus this. We need 265.09 in ingots. Boom. No, stop it. Boom, boom, boom. And yet, we have 240. So, we need an extra 25.09. Okay, so 8509 plus 3 times 60. 26509. It's good. I think that's what we need. Let's double check. 26509 minus the extra 80 that we need is 18509. And that was our number, 18509. Okay, so I think this works. Just one power shard per blueprint, which is fine. Should be fine. It's not a big deal. All right, so we still have to make, though, the iron ingots. And unfortunately, their math is a bit of a pain in the butt. So 40 times 3 plus 56.727. 40 times 3 plus 52.727. $56.727. You can do this with 3. Don't have a lot of room here. Iron alloy ingot, is that correct? Iron alloy ingot it is. So 26.727. Okay. Okay. That's the goal. And we're gonna have to be a little trickier about the iron ingots. Let's try it there. Right. We'll have to come up together. And come back down for the split. Or, no. Gathered below down here, and then we come up and split. That's what we do. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. Let's save this before I mess it up. We're gonna have to do something similar on the front end of this. Maybe. Okay. Overflow to the right. We need another splitter. Okay. Still need the concrete. So let's do the same thing we did below. All right, let's move this over. Okay. Just trying to figure out how I'm gonna make this work. Okay, put this here. So That is way better because I can slide it in over that. Clip. Nope. That is looking much better than before. Yeah, much better. Now this, bro. That's what we need. I need the fully crushed version of this. Oh. Okay. This is a heck of a blueprint. Some of the ones I've been making are like a little overly simple because I had to break it out into its component pieces, and they kind of turned out pretty simple. This one, not the case. This one's tough. Just have to do these inputs here. but we can use the same principles. Go. You're heading to bed, Oki. You're out of ice. I mean, that's a good enough reason to go to bed. There are worse reasons. Now this one should be easy. All right, so iron ore, copper ore, coal, concrete, and this is the output. Wait, no. Yeah, we've got issue. That's the concrete. That is the extra. That's an output. That's the extra iron steel ingot that we need, the 80. Sand Tiger, I hope you are going to be working on this for a while, because I just started working on my first train station for aluminum, and you're a very soothing background. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream tonight. I'm a little tired. But in terms of like meta, I'm going to be working on this for many, many more hours. Just tonight-wise, I'm not sure. The good news is, Sand Tiger, there are plenty of my VODs to tune into, some of my older VODs, and I have a lot of the same vibe, right? As pretty much I play the same music, and I, you know, unless I'm yelling, every once in a while I have to yell at Oki Sooner or somebody. But other than that, no, I'm good. This is pretty much the vibe, the jam. But like I said, tonight-wise, I'm not 100% sure. I am trying to, you know, I'm seeing, sometimes I get sort of my, like I said, my second wind, and I start to feel less tired. But I had a lot of stuff going on today, and I stayed up late last night playing Timberborn on the stream a little bit too late. And I've got a bunch of family coming over. It's my dad's birthday in 4 days, and or 3 days actually, and he's coming over tomorrow. Him and the whole family and everybody. So you love the VODs too? Good. So yeah, I was gonna go for 4 hours tonight. We'll see. We're at almost 3. I might finish this one off and call it a night. But either way, we have to finish this off. So let's keep going here. We're going to need another one of these versions made. And actually what I would like to do is bring this in here. There. Dang it. Can't go there. Shoot, it has to go here. To spread out that input, that output, that input, that input, that output, and that input, right? To do at least a little bit of spreading out. We have to spread them out so that they overlap with these correctly, or that these don't overlap. Better way of saying that. Power. We have to run power. Dang it. Up half of one at least. So we don't drag under the light. I love hiding wires. All right. Those three are almost done. Just have to... Okay, I think that row is done. I didn't finish this. Big yikes. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see, power, I think, for this next row. Have to do the lights again. Yes. So pretty much the same thing again. basically I'm just trying to line it up in all 3 dimensions, and then I'll slide it over. To make it work. One more in this row. Same thing we've been doing. It's working out. Okay. Okay. All that power is done for the first floor. 2 out of 3 rows. Now do I have to mess with the lighting here? No. Mikey. No puns today, but hello, how's Kin? I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. But, you know, there are worse things to be in life. How are you doing, man? Are you still in the hospital? Are you home? How are you feeling? And thank you for the bits. See if we can get this one lined up. You're home, you're feeling a bit better? Oh, that's good. That's better than feeling worse. right. Good. Wanted to hop on and say hello before you fell back asleep. This crap makes you fatigued and lethargic. Oh, like medication that you're on? Jelly Bob OG, new sub here. I just started watching the beginning of these VODs, and I will say this is very intimidating. Don't let it be intimidating. Okay, all these are is just like 50 little tricks that I iterate on and mess with and play with, and I just learn them all individually. You break it down into its pieces. It's like making a huge meal, like a Thanksgiving meal, right? Yeah, when it's all laid out on the table, it looks intimidating, but break each piece down into its ingredients and into its processes and into its tricks, and really it's not that bad. All right, so now I do some complicated things with factories, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's excuse me, it's, you know, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, a lot of planning, right? Don't let it intimidate you. You miss anything good? Mikey says he's home and feeling better. Oh, that sounds good, Mikey. But yeah, don't let it intimidate you. I've done everything that I've done on the channel, live. You can see it, right? I'm just a human being. I make mistakes. You know, with practice, pretty much, I think most people can kind of do what I'm doing, and in some cases, do it better. So yeah, don't stress about it. Play your game. Don't play my game. I'm playing my game. I'm good at playing my game because I have structured my game around my strengths. If you tried to play my game, you'd be bad at it. Because you and I don't have the same strengths or interests, right? So don't play my game, play your game. You just gotta, the hard part is figuring out what that is. And sometimes you gotta experiment. Okay. I've got the power in. I've got the power. All right, so next piece of this puzzle is let's make a down split. Okay. that's the down part. Starts high, goes down. And we're a splitter. All right. Down split. Sand Tiger, I can't tell you how many times I redone my Steel Factory because I wasn't happy with how it looked. I pick up tips and tricks from all the streamers that you watch, but you don't play like them or build like them. I just play. Yeah. I think it's like I think cooking is a good analogy here, right? What I want to do is teach you how. I want to teach you the technique, right? I want to teach you how to, sear a piece of protein. Right? Now, maybe you do it with chicken. Maybe you do it with a piece of pork. Maybe you do it with a steak, right? The technique is the technique, but you do it your way. Same thing, make a pan sauce. Okay, well, you learn the technique. Now maybe make a, lemon and mustard pan sauce with chicken. Maybe you make a red wine and shallot pan sauce with steak. It doesn't matter. Like, just because, you can watch a streamer or a content creator and not take what they're doing and copy it precisely, but you can take it, you can learn a thing, and then you can apply it in your way to meet your need and to satisfy your visual or your specific vision, to match your aesthetic. All right, Mikey, have a good night, man. Right? So I think cooking's a good example of that. Don't learn a recipe, right? Don't follow the step-by-step procedure of like, okay, I need exactly 20 grams of salt, and I need, a quarter teaspoon of pepper, right? Don't do that. Learn the technique and make your dish. Make it your way. Don't be a procedure follower, be a chef. So I would say think about it like that, and this is the meal I'm cooking because I like it, and like I said earlier, it plays to my strengths, but a lot of people come in and they feel intimidated or just try to copy when I'm doing wholesale, right? Which I would not recommend, because you learn less. Experiment with stuff, maybe try to make what I'm doing and make it better, right? You can do that for sure. Okay, guys. I hate to do this. I'm exhausted. and we actually did get a little bit done tonight. I wanted to get all of these blueprints done. We got 1.5 done. I apologize. Dragging ass here, and I got an early day tomorrow. So I was hoping for 4 hours, and then if I get into a good groove, go for 6. But unfortunately, I spent my time going too long this morning playing with beavers, which, you know, playing with beavers will always get you in trouble. So no surprise there. Yeah, we're gonna keep it short today. What I'm gonna try to do is start streaming Satisfactory on Friday and Saturday nights, we're gonna. I know that these towers are taking forever, and I'm sorry. Between needing a little bit of a break in Satisfactory and traveling and just bad timing, like me being tired on Saturday nights and stuff, I have been slow to finish these. We will get it done. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and being patient in the meantime. Like I said, I wanted to try to get all the blueprints done. It's not to be tonight. Right now, thinking about it is a little overwhelming, trying to concentrate long enough to figure these out and not mess them up, right? So plus I don't want to give you guys bad content. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and call this. This is like one of my shortest streams ever. It's not even 4 hours long. I think that's the best move. And then I'm gonna be back to Timberborn Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then Friday, Saturdays. We're gonna settle back into Satisfactory, get it going, get back into work mode again, and get back to it. Right? How many weeks? Let's see. 2 streams to finish out the Purple Tower. Probably 2 streams to connect everything. That's 2 weeks. Probably 4 streams to go and get all the materials and set up the trains and everything, right? So that's 2 more weeks. That's a month. If I'm turning on these 4 factories in a month, I think that'd be great. Beginning of November, we turn on these factories. It's probably going to be a month of building the exterior and the road work for Arasaka Tower over here. That puts us at November 1st. December 1st. And maybe a month to build the inside. If I can finish off this playthrough at around before January, I will. Can you show me the map real fast? Yeah, what are you looking for? I may have what you're looking for turned off. Let me know. And thank you for the first time chat, Campsis. But yeah. It's the first week of October, right? October, November, December. 3 months. Can I finish this in 3 months? Maybe. Maybe if I can really settle into those 2 streams a week, and I can get to about 6 to 8 hours per stream, we might be able to finish this off in 3 months. Probably 1 more month to finish this out, to finish these out. And by the way, this set of 4 towers definitely going to be a lot harder than this last quadrant. This last quadrant, although I do need a gas station over here. To be fair, I forgot about the gas station. So we'll see. It may end up being, February 1st and not January 1st. when we finish, but somewhere around in there, I would say end of the year or another month or so. So that's what we're thinking. And then when I'm done with this Satisfactory playthrough, I'm gonna settle in and I'm gonna start a new long-term stream to replace Satisfactory, and it's gonna be Factorio. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna build very big. I'm gonna experiment with different setups. I'm not gonna rush it, okay? I'm gonna build, I'm gonna apply my own rule, which is if I don't like it, delete it. And I'm gonna make really cool looking ships. I wanna make the Super Star Destroyer in Factorio as one of my ships. I'll make a bunch of Star Wars ships in Factorio Space Age. So that's gonna be a long term, like 6 months to a year, 2 times a week, right? Friday, Saturday night. That'll replace this one. All right, so that's the general plan. And then Tuesday, Wednesdays, or whatever other game I feel like playing, which is for now Timberborn. So expect that on Tuesday night. I've got to get up early. My dad's coming over to my house. I'm cooking. My wife's doing a bunch of cooking too. What are we gonna take for a screenshot? How about this bad boy here? A nice view of this. We can do something nice and close. Yeah, let's do something like that. Let's change out the lighting. Let's just grab our screenshot here and then I'll see you guys in a few days. It's better. Need a little more general light, sorry. A little dark. It's better. All right. Any last things? Well, I cannot wait to tune into your future streams. I'm really excited to have found your channel. I wish I'd found it sooner. Well, there are, like 150 VODs just with this season alone that you could catch up with if you felt so inclined. But yeah, I'd love to see you around in the live stream, man. Like I said, we're playing with Beavers Tuesday, Wednesday. And we're back to Satisfactory Friday, Saturday. Okay, I've got my stuff all set for my thumbnail. I think here, just one last thing. Let me just double check, make sure that it didn't get messed up. It looks clean. Let's save. And next Satisfactory stream, I promise to give you guys more than 3 hours. 129. We're on VOD 129 for this playthrough. The cyberpunk city isn't going to build itself. All right, Twitch, YouTube, a like on the VOD would be great. There's 34 of you watching, 17 likes. If you take a second, I appreciate it. And Twitch, we're gonna raid somebody playing Satisfactory. check on this guy. All right, this is a guy I've never raided before. We're gonna give him a try. He's got a cool looking little setup. All right, guys. I had a good time tonight, and I'm gonna get all rested up, and I will see you guys for some beavers in a few days. Thanks for watching.